we are Aunt Hannah and Mabel the pup. We live and work from our 50-foot narrowboat, the Corridor. Come and join us as we attempt to navigate the English canals and the world as full-time artists. Here we go. Welcome back to the vlog. How are we all doing? Are you alright? Hope you've had a good week. It is honestly just another week at work for us on our narrowboat home, but it's almost like a part 2 from last week because we're carrying on our pictures from our little trip. So let's have a little look at how we got on, shall we? First things first, this little pooch. Is that what you call dogs?
Yeah.
She's got a date with her best mate, so let's go and find him. Ooh.
Sniffing that dog's head again?
Yes. It's the best thing ever.
Poor girl. Oh, Mabel.
So warm and she smells lovely.
Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. So I'm about to start on that print that I showed you the sketch of last week. The guy cutting the log on the towpath. I was going to try and sort of do this like that recent one with the guy pulling the trolley up the bridge with like his shopping in. I was going to do a similar colour theme because I thought, you know, I've done one recently so it'd be easy, but that's a cop-out. I can't just keep repeating myself. So I'm going to try and make this one look sort of a bit frosty and foggy and like the weather was the other day when we was out and about. So I'll show you where we're up to and we'll show you a few of the steps and yeah, we'll crack on with that, shall we? So if you joined us last week, you would have seen this sketch. This is the sketch that we're going to be carving into a reduction lino print, and I want to get that onto my lino now. So go for a few of the steps. I've done this a million times, but it's nice for people that are just joining us. So this is my piece of lino. It's already matched to the size of the sketch, and then we want to transfer that onto our lino. So I've taken tracing of that with a nice HB pencil, like a graphite type pencil. And then what we'll do is take that tracing off. I made this really awkward for myself by doing it one-handed. Hannah's currently at the post office sending out orders. So this tracing will then get flipped onto there and we will rub the back of that. We'll tape it on nice and secure. We'll rub the back of that and it will transfer our image onto the lino. And then I'll just go over that with a biro pen and we'll start work from there. Okay, let's go. Right, so now my picture's on the lino and I want to get this sort of effect. This is a photo I took of Hannah out in the frost. So I'm going to try and do this sort of in the background on the hills and along here. So we'll start cutting that now with our tool. Here we go.
Right, I am going to create a little pencil illustration today. I've had commissions and stuff that I can't show you that obviously because surprises. So I'm going to do a little pencil sketch based on this little fella that we came across on our little trip last week. So the Lockkeeper's Shelter. I'm not quite sure what the story is or like what's going to be happening in it just yet. I think I'm just going to go with it and see what comes to mind as I go along. So let's have a go.
Right, so I finally finished carving that first layer. Hopefully you can see that. I've taken all these little speckly white bits out to create that frosty look. That white will come through when I print this first colour. I've done it all down here. And yeah, hopefully that should be okay. So now I've just got to cut some paper and we'll get on with that.
I did have a moment where I was thinking maybe I need to be or create something a little bit more adult in my pictures. And then I woke up and realised that that was ridiculous. There's room for being silly, isn't there? And if you can't do it in art, then where the heck can you? There should be a balance as an adult where you can still have time to be silly. I think people are afraid of judgment, and also it's just a natural progression, isn't it, as an adult, to become more sensible and let go of that kind of curiosity, you know, so you don't get eaten by the saber-toothed tiger and all that. It's that kind of thinking, isn't it? But in this day and age, there's a place for it. People are afraid of judgment, but I can honestly say I have never been embarrassed for being a bit silly. And if I didn't allow myself to dance in the street or draw ridiculous creatures, then I would honestly be so bored and miserable. So I'm just going to carry on. So that's my nonsensical ramblings for the day. Maybe you should go to Anthony now, although he is no more of a child or no less of a child than I am.
Okay, so this was the first layer and I'm happy with that. It's looking pretty good. So now I've washed this off and I've started cutting for the second layer. So it's the same piece of lino, you just start removing more to then let that yellow through your next colour. So we're going to carry on cutting this and then we'll see how we get on. So this is the piece of lino cut for the second layer. I've made this grey type colour because I wanted that sort of wintry look, so we're going to put that on now and see what it looks like. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go from there, but we'll have a look.
so far, sorry, the air is so dry in our boat at the moment. I don't know what is going on, but we're all like this. Usually when you think about boats, you're talking about condensation and like moisture and trying to get it out, but we seem to be experiencing the opposite. It's like Sahara mouth.
Yeah, we've got vents in that open.
We have got vents in that open. It's very strange. So anyway, here I am so far. And so we've got this little hare pottering off before the fox sees him. Little mouse in the window. A family of snails. Do you get families of snails?
I don't know if you do.
Do they stay together?
I don't know, I ain't got a clue.
They're always by themselves in the middle of the path, aren't they?
Yeah. You occasionally see homeless snails, didn't you?
They're slugs. And then this kingfisher. Couple of owls. So yeah, I think these little pencil sketches I'm doing, I think they'll be used for cards. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Why not, eh?
Yeah.
They're square, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe get her like, I don't know, 4 or 5 and you could do a pack.
The problem with cards is people don't really buy them unless you're... Like when we were training from the boat, people would buy cards.
Yeah.
Or like at the markets, people would buy cards.
Yeah,
because they're just there.
Yeah. If you're selling live, if you're doing like a live show.
What?
You know what I mean? If you're selling in person.
You may have noticed that I've changed jumpers. I don't know how many times, you'll have to go back and look, but quite a lot, because I just can't get the temperature right. Can't get the right jumper on. It's cold. It's been a really cold winter this year. Wouldn't you agree, Anthony?
I would agree, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, I thought you were going to... I don't know what you were going to do.
That was probably the most, like...
Assertive
and passionate I've heard you speak. Yes, has been a cold winter. And how's your hand doing?
My hand's alright, it's just on the cold days, but it's sort of working.
Yeah.
I've still got my weird little sticky out finger.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to mix a colour. I'm having a bit of a nightmare now with this.
Yeah, and it's 2:30 and it's dark.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this together.
You'll get there, mate.
Do you want me to show you what's been going on?
Yeah, alright, hang on. Got to turn the camera around.
Right, so this was my third layer.
Firstly, how are you getting on with your specs?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. These are my, I've got 2 pairs now. One are just for HD, and these are for zoom in HD. So these are for detail.
Bionic.
Yeah, so I was trying to get like a warm colour in there. So I put this purpley colour on.
Yes.
For my third layer, but it doesn't work. Like it's not working right. So I've tried this darker blue.
Oh, yeah.
And that works. So when I put that final black on, everything will pop out. But in the beginning, I said I was trying to avoid using a similar colour theme to the last one, which I've sort of reverted back to.
Yeah.
And I hate that when I do that because I feel like a cop-out. But
the hardest part is the colours, isn't it?
it is, and it's because I don't plan. I don't forward plan. I go work on the fly. I just
Work on the fly.
That's the saying, isn't it? Or is that just among rappers and stuff? I don't know. I'm Craig Davis. Oh, it's David, isn't it?
Making a print on a Friday.
Look, this is where the bad hand
Going
don't
to the
work, right?
printer on the
Look, I can't get that peg
Yeah.
because of my silly old hand.
I told you got to go to the doctors.
Yes, but they're going to stick needles in me.
Don't worry, folks. It'll soon be spring.
Will it?
We did have snow in April once, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We got iced in for about 2 weeks, I think.
I tell you what it's like, right, this time of year on the boat. It's like the film Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Because you have like a limited window to get stuff done, like with this sort of work, because the light gets bad and then you
Yeah.
can't see what you're doing.
And we have tried, like, using those, like, these fantastic lights, but you don't get on with it too well, do you?
Well, what happens with me is it don't matter where I position it, because I'm always shifting my hand around for cutting, I just create shadows on the piece of lino, so it's a bit of a pain.
Oh, dearie me.
Right, that's my moaning done.
This video really depicts how a week goes. It all starts really nicely and calmly.
And yeah, positively, like
And then by the end of the week, we've gone a little bit mad.
I'll tell you what I think's been happening, right?
There's a lot of thoughts going on here.
And it's not the end of the world, but so we used to just do this stuff and work away throughout the week. But now because we do the videos, I think we put a bit of pressure on ourselves
But you
to get stuff made.
We've said this before, I've said this before, the viewers have said this before, Anthony.
I know, right, but...
Don't do it for a video.
Okay, but let me just add my little bit, right? Imagine it, like if you were younger, right, and you turned on Art Attack or Tony Hart, and he said, right, we're going to be making this, and he started doing it, and you think, oh yeah, that's cool, and then he just didn't finish it at the end of the video.
He left you on a what do they call
cliffhanger.
it? Left you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Neil Buchanan wasn't leaving people on cliffhangers. No, I don't want to be the next Neil Buchanan. But my brain's firing off all over the place here now.
Yeah, just calm down, get it done. So this is where I've got to so far. I am yet to do this floor or land area. But here it is so far. Right, we're going to have to wrap it up because the day's gone.
The day's gone. It's actually Sunday now.
The week's gone so fast and we've had so much to do.
Yeah, we have. So I do apologise. I didn't get that print finished for the video, and I really wanted to. I really kick myself when this happens, but it's because I was trying to build on that previous one that went really well. So it's very, very detailed. So what we'll do is there'll be one more layer on this, which will be like a black to make everything pop. And if you don't follow my Facebook page, you could go on there. So it's Ant Savage Art, and that's on Facebook. And as soon as I finish one of these, what I do is I list it on my website and I put it on there for people to see, and then the link will be there to buy it. So it'll be finished tomorrow, but we'll show you the finished thing in the next week's video. But if you did want to get one, that's where it will pop up.
But also it might be fun just to do a little live reveal.
Oh yeah, we could do something like that, couldn't we? Yeah.
We'll do something like that, eh?
Yeah. Yes, so yeah.
But thanks so much for watching. Hope you're all staying warm. I know I say that all the time. It's getting boring.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Things are going to shift and change soon, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
things will get jazzed up a bit.
I mean, if you really think about it, it's spring's like weeks away. I know it's quite a lot of weeks, but it's like it's there, it's coming.
It's like that still time, but then stuff starts to shift up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we'll be doing different things.
Yeah.
Shifting and moving and all that good stuff. But don't forget to like, subscribe, push the notification bell, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, mate?
Yep. Okay.
Alright, see you later. Bye.
Bye.